What's up guys, welcome to another video of Monster Review where we take a look at tech tips and how-to videos. Today we're going to look at the Solla Smart LED motion sensor security lights. Shout out to Solla for sending me this to review. We're going to go through an unboxing, look at everything it has to offer, the design, and then we're going to go ahead and install it and test it out for about a week or two and see how it performs. Alright, so looking at the box, we can see that it's dimmable, it's IP65 waterproof, which is awesome, which means we don't have to worry too much about the outside elements destroying it, high sensitivity, and energy saving. Now who's this for? This is for those people who want a smart LED floodlight, but they don't necessarily want a camera. Let's go ahead and rip it open. So this is the back plate that installs on your house. And here is the light itself. Alright, so we got 3 adjustable lights. This one can move up and down. These 2 can move left and right and up and down. Ooh, wow. Even this, even the motion sensor can move around. Alright, so you can control this floodlight with an app because it's smart. But you know, if you're old school and you're not really an app kind of guy or kind of gal, you can use the controls on the floodlight itself. That is really cool because not a lot of people do this. Another cool thing I'm noticing here is the setup. This is interesting. I've never seen a setup like this before. Now, I've installed a lot of floodlights throughout my days, and I gotta say, this is a first. So this goes on your wall. But here's where it gets pretty cool. So, like most floodlights, they have a faceplate. Yes, it goes on the wall. The wires come through the faceplate. But the faceplate is just to mount the light. It doesn't really, doesn't really do anything other than that. It holds the light against your wall. This, though, this has a quick connect right here. And what this quick connect does is that once you feed the wires through here, the wires will go underneath here, and then you can plug them into the quick connect. Obviously, you would mount this onto the wall. When it comes time to installing the floodlight, it's not going to be hanging while you wire it up. Instead, all you do is set this up, put it into the wall of your house, and then when you're done, you just take this light and you're just going to put it on like that. And then you're going to screw it down. There's a screw here. That'll tighten it up to the plate, the wall plate, and then that's it. You're done. Super easy. Like I said, I mean, like quick connects. I love quick connect. Quick connects are the future, man. They really do make your job a lot easier when you're wiring stuff up. And this right here, I'm digging this. I like that you can just easily, bam, and you're done. Because one of the things that I really don't like when installing floodlights, you got it hanging and you're connecting the wiring, and then you got to tuck the wire nice and neat into, like, make sure it's not spilling out of the housing. It's just complicated. And then we have your mounting hardware. We have a manual, and then the QR code for the app, and then a warranty card. Now, for those of you who are a little bit concerned, about smart technology, let me just ease your mind. This does not have a camera. You do not have to worry about that. This is a smart light, so no cameras involved. So the light is rated at 5,000 lumens. 5,000 lumens is very bright, so I'm excited to see that in action. 5,000 lumens, whoa. But enough of that. Let's go ahead and install this in our backyard. First, cut the power to where you're installing the floodlight. In my case, this outlet right here is connected to the same wiring that goes outside to the floodlight. This bike is no longer working, so the power is cut. Attach the floodlight bracket to your electrical box. Free the wire so you can feed it through the floodlight's backplate.
feed the wire through the opening on the back plate. Loosen the plastic anchor. Loosen the tension screw on the first quick connect. Feed the live wire through the quick connect. Tighten the tension screw on the quick connect to hold the live wire in place. Loosen the tension screw on the second quick connect. Feed the ground wire through the second quick connect. Tighten the tension screw to hold the ground wire in place. And repeat the same process for the neutral wire. Tighten back the plastic anchor. Mount the back plate to your electrical box. When tightening the screw for the back plate, if you find that the back plate is off to the left or right, twist it and hold it upright and tighten at the same time. Push the floodlight against the back plate until it's firmly seated. Tighten the screw to hold the floodlight against the mounting plate. Plug the screw hole with the included rubber plug. Remove the plastic from all three lens. Restore the power from the circuit breaker.
Alright, so this is my second attempt at trying to film this portion of the video. Here are my final thoughts on the Solla light. So the first thing I like about this light is it's super bright. Now I've had multiple floodlights installed in the backyard from various manufacturers, and I have to say that this light, the Solla light, is on par with them in terms of brightness. I didn't have a light meter, so I can't verify if 5000 lumens is accurate, but it's pretty bright. Number two, this thing was super easy to install, and that's all due to the quick connect. Now, some people might not like the quick connect, but I found installation a breeze using the quick connect. It made everything plug and play, and I like the fact that you can set up the back plate, install it, wire it up, and then all you have to do is just plug in the light essentially to get it to start working. I really thought that was a really cool concept that I've never seen in a floodlight until now. So really digging those quick connect and how easy it makes the installation. Number three, Bluetooth connection. In 2023, there's a lot going on with various manufacturers abusing their customers' privacy and information. So with all that going on, it's refreshing to see that this light does not connect to your Wi-Fi. You don't have to worry about any of those bad actors trying to get access to your floodlight. It relies solely on a Bluetooth connection. So if you're going to control this light using your phone, that's all you need, Bluetooth connection. So everything is local, everything is in-house. You don't have to worry. A couple years ago, this would have been, zonked on for having just Bluetooth connection. Number four, every light has this functionality, but the Solla light also is dimmable. So if the light output is way too bright for the area that you are illuminating, you can lower the brightness. Number five, like I said earlier in this video, all three lamps can be adjusted. The left and right can move up and down, left and right, and then the middle lamp can move up and down. So you have flexibility in terms of where you want to aim the beam of light. Number six, and this is a big one, onboard control. I briefly touched on this previously in the video, but again, if you're a person, you don't care to control your lamp or your floodlight using the app, there is onboard controls, so you can just go outside and you can just start clicking those onboard controls to set your light. You don't have to rely on the app, and I'm really happy to see onboard controls on this light because I had a bigger name brand floodlight, a smart floodlight, installed in my backyard. It clunked out on me 3 o'clock in the morning. The light was just flashing, came on, off, even though there was no motion. Tried to connect to it in the app so I can just turn it off completely, could not do it.
The app was saying that the light was no longer connected, so I tried reboot it, and all of this is happening 3 o'clock in the morning. Tried reboot it, that didn't help. Lights still continued to flicker on and off, even though there was no motion. Eventually I got tired, and around 4 o'clock in the morning I just got my ladder, went outside in the backyard, and just pulled it off of the wall, disconnected it, so I can have some peace while sleeping, and I wouldn't be disturbing my neighbors with that super bright light. So having onboard controls, I find them very welcoming. If that situation was to happen again, at least I know that I can just go outside and hit the onboard controls to disable the motion control or whatnot. Number 7, this thing, the motion range is incredible. So this is my backyard. It's 3,000 square foot. The motion is shaded in red. So everything that's shaded red, Solla Light will pick up on motion if you're in that area. If you're outside of the shaded red, it doesn't really do a good job at picking you up. But as you can see from this map, the coverage is incredible. It's actually really good. I've had other name brand floodlights way more expensive than this that had a more shoddy motion range than this. This is like really far. Like, I was surprised that the light was able to detect my movement from all the way in the backyard, at the back of the fence. It was able to detect my movement and turn on. Again, I've had other lights that weren't able to do that. I couldn't go past the trampoline because the light would not see my motion. So the motion range on this is incredible. So if you have a big area to cover, this Solla floodlight will do an amazing job at detecting motion. Number 8, adjustable temperature. And some lights have this, but most floodlights do not, and that is the ability to adjust the temperature. So this isn't just one temperature. This floodlight actually supports 2 temperature. You have the warmer temperatures, and then you have the cooler temperatures. Some of you are probably like scratching your head like, why the hell would I want that in a floodlight? You know, the answer is simple. If you're hosting a party in the backyard, you know, the cool white tends to look very industrialized. However, if you have like a warmer tone, like this light is capable of outputting, you have like a warm, welcoming effect at your outdoor party. Those are the benefits of being able to switch between a warmer white or a cooler white. And number 9, like I said previously, this thing is Bluetooth connection. So the app support that you get on your phone, it's Bluetooth connection. So when you open the app, you know, it's going to take a while to connect to your floodlight, but once it connects to your floodlight, so in the app you can launch the flashing strobe lights, you can change the auto mode. Auto mode allows you to change the color temperature, the brightness, the light duration, and distance that you want motion to be detected. You have D2D mode. This is pretty simple. It just turns on when there's motion detected, and instead of turning off when motion is not detected, it just dims the light 50% and then shuts off at dawn. And then you have test mode, which will basically allow you to test the range of the motion sensor. So you can set this up, and when it detects motion, the light will turn on, but then it'll turn off almost immediately, so you can test it again. I used it a lot. And then you have strobe mode. Strobe mode will basically start strobing the lights like an alarm if it detects motion. And then of course you have manual mode. And so yeah, so as I'm doing this video, the app is updating the floodlight, so you get those same smart functionality. You just don't have to connect the light to your Wi-Fi. And mind you, let me tell you, I'm upstairs in the studio, and the floodlight is all the way in the backyard, so it's about 60 feet away from me right now, and I have no problems connecting to it. So the Bluetooth range on it is really good. All right, updates completed. And then you have manual mode, which will basically allow you to set the time that the light comes on and then the time that the light comes off. Number 10, it's really good at detecting people and objects. I really tried to fool it. I threw a couple of objects in front of the light and it would not turn on. However, the second I stepped within field of that sensor, the motion sensor, the light turned on. So I took bigger objects like chairs and threw it in the path of the motion sensor, and again, it would not turn on. It would only turn on if it detected me or one of the kids. And then lastly, number 11 is the price. You cannot beat the price of this light. This light goes for 40 bucks, and you're getting a lot of options with this light. You're getting the ability to do a lot of things to customize what you want to use this light for, whether if you want to scare people that are coming onto your property, or you just need light in a very dark area when you're taking out the trash or anything like that. There is a wide range of individuals that this covers. The Solla Light lives up to the Smart name. $40 is a very reasonable price to pay for this light. I think it's a great deal. The only thing I didn't like about the light is its build quality. It is made out of plastic. When it comes to plastic and the outdoor, I'm a little bit hesitant because my backyard is blasted by direct sunlight for hours on end. So I've had toys, plastic toys, like the little Tykes cars, kids toys that are made of plastic that are designed for outdoor use. The light, the sunlight that we get, it just blasts those, because we're here in Florida, the Sunshine State. The sunlight just blasts those plastic toys and just shreds them to pieces. Like, they become very brittle. First they discolor and they become very brittle. For the month that I've been using this light, I haven't noticed any deterioration on the lights itself yet, but only time would tell. If I needed to purchase another light as a gift or for myself, I would definitely purchase the Solla Light. I like what I saw. I like the brightness, I like the price, I like everything about this light except the build. But you can't have your cake and eat it too. For this price, $40, you have to expect some sacrifices, and I completely understand why they built it using plastic. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you found it helpful, be sure to give me thumbs up. If you didn't find it helpful and you found it awful, thumbs down will work also. My name is Z, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Keep on